The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on NUDE Clan, Batman onesie, baby. Batman onesie.
Shall we play a game?
Player to another. Dark soul light. Turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the new clan.
Welcome to another episode of NUDE Clan, the video game podcast that you've always been looking for.
Even after you listen to it.
Even after you listen to it, you're always searching. I am your host, Caleb Schweiss.
I'm your other host, Joseph DeGoulier.
And I'm Caleb Craig.
And today, we are going to be talking about midnight releases. And this is not only for video games, this could be for books, movies, all sorts of good stuff. Talk about our experiences with them, what we think makes a good midnight release, and perhaps things that are coming up in our future that we would go to a midnight release for. I mean, we got new Star Wars movies coming out every year now, and we got a Final Fantasy 15 coming out here in a little bit. The original release date is past us now, but there's another one, and
That is funny to think, it'd be out today.
Yeah,
yesterday. That's
we would
crazy.
have played it. Yeah, fucking goddamn it! But yeah, so before we get into any of that, what's everybody been playing?
I have only played FF11 this week. We did beat Seekers of a Duelin expansion and are now moving on to our final, what is projected to be a much shorter sort of half expansion called Rhapsodies of Anadil, which will wrap up our Final Fantasy 11 journey.
Nice.
So I am excited to be done with that. We did have some epic gameplay time, I would like to say. There was a moment in the final battle of Final Fantasy XI Seekers of a Duelin in which we're fighting this dude named Hades, and he was rough. And we even had our our OP friend that we found in the game. Mm-hmm. She was even helping us out. And the party was wiped in the first try. The second try, our trusts went down. Our trusts are like NPCs that play with you. And then everybody started going down one at a time. Krinital went
Dropping
down.
like flies.
Our friend went down. Schweiss eventually went down. I raised Schweiss up. Schweiss died again. And then I raised our friend who didn't take the raise. And then I raised Krinital, and then I raised Schweiss, and then I raised Krinital. Schweiss was able to get the truss up. And as soon as they started the onslaught again, right before they beat the boss, I died.
Yeah.
So
the ultimate sacrifice.
I was raising a shitload, and then I eventually just sacrificed myself for the greater good of beating the boss, which luckily, it's not a problem in FF11. You can die during a boss fight. If your team members beat it, then it's fine.
Or if the NPCs beat it, it's fine. It's kind of bizarre. The two NPCs we're playing with, if they die, we lose. But if we die, they can still defeat the boss.
They can.
Technically.
But usually they can't because they have less health than the boss does, and the boss does the more damage than they do.
So it's interesting. It's a weird...
Depends on your timing, I guess, with that.
Yeah, it's a weird element to that game, I think.
Anyway, so that was my Jesus moment.
Sweet.
Yeah, I saved the world.
Is that all you've been playing?
That is the only thing I played this week. I've been very, very busy with my short film, Emmanuel's Song, which, by the way, you can support on Indiegogo. And you can go to emmanuelsong.com to find out more. And if you want to hear mine and Caleb's voices, you can check out our old Getting Fat with Caleb and Joe feed at gettingfat.geekdomentertainment.com. That's fat with a PH. And you can listen to all of it, all about it.
Yeah, nice plug. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Speaking of plugs...
Oh, yes.
How have you been doing?
Yeah. How's that anal plug?
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Got it all the way up there.
Nice.
So, touching some intestines.
It's good. It's good.
What? All right.
I don't know.
He's like using it. It's like a drain that's clogged up. He's using it as a snake,
Yeah.
stuffing it up in there. Like he's gonna lose. It's the fastest way to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah, it's the old plunger.
Yeah.
I've been playing some Silent Hill. I got Dragon Quest VII, so I just started a little bit of that. I've been playing some more Neverwinter, and I've been playing a shitload of Paper Mario 64. recently.
Oh wow, nice.
So yeah, it's been fun. I enjoy it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to ask what's Paper Mario, and then you answered it. Look
Yeah.
at that. I've only ever seen Paper Mario played. I've never played it.
It's a lot like an RPG. In fact, it is an RPG. It's
But it's a platformer.
just no. It's Mario. It's a Mario RPG.
Paper Mario?
Paper Mario 64. Yeah.
I've seen Paper Mario played.
There's different ones.
There's definitely platformer
the
aspects,
first ones.
right?
The first one on the N64 is an RPG.
Huh, nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So it's worth playing, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Check it out.
We have to nominate it.
Yeah.
Speaking
we
of
must.
nominations,
Yeah.
we'll name our winners from last week here.
Are we gonna name them already? Because I mean, we
Yeah,
could
it's a
give it
1
more
week thing.
time. It's so far away. I mean, I don't even know who won, dude. I have.
I don't
I
either.
haven't checked. Last time I saw there was a tie. It's a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be a surprise to us then.
It will. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot to even pull that up. I have been playing a bunch of Final Fantasy XI. I stayed up super late one night this week. We crushed through the expansion, working on the last one. Enjoying that one so far. It's been pretty good. I actually jumped back into Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and tried to get the lightning summon in the game. I was unsuccessful, and I refused to pay to play this game, and because of that I didn't get her, and I may never get her. I'm not sure, but so far it's a fun little mobile game. It's something to do at work when I don't have anything else going on. And let's see, have I even played anything else? I don't think I have. I haven't started Silent Hill yet. I did promise to stream that, and I still will. I just have yet to kick it on. I'm not sure if I want to play it on my PSP or my PS3. Like, I don't know. I can stream both of them at with the same ease, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
Play it on your PS3.
Okay, you
I
think
feel
so?
like on the PSP it would be more shit
yeah,
than on the PS3.
with the controls.
Yeah.
All right. PS3 it is.
Do you not like the game already?
The game is fine. The controls are not fine.
Well, that is part of the game, I feel, right?
It is part of the game, but god damn the controls.
All right. Okay, well, did anybody beat a game this week?
No.
No hog noise.
What
no
happened to
games
hog
beaten.
noise?
We didn't beat anything. We don't deserve the
still
hog
played it.
noise.
You gotta
When
play
we
the
haven't
hog
beaten
noise
anything.
because it's our beginning of the month count up.
Oh, that's why we'll play the hog noise, but
Yeah.
not for this.
Play the fucking. All right, so no, none of us beat a game this week. However, some of you guys might have, and some of you decided to send us your numbers.
Yes.
As far as your September hog is concerned. So, let's. What do you want to do? Nude Clan hog first or SuperHog?
SuperHog.
Yeah.
SuperHog. Okay, the SuperHog is an amalgamation of the media that you own and consume throughout the year. So, in last place for SuperHog, Matunica with only 601 points. By the way, if you want to submit your hog points, there's a tab at nudeclan.net for doing that.
It's the easiest thing in the world.
It's easy. Schweiss,
God damn it.
second to last with 866 points. Danny, our dear friend Danny, 901 points. The Scott Spot gives us 1,136 points. I was once at the top. I give you now, fifth to last, or fifth best, I should say, 1,142 points. Strike Knight, 1146. Caleb Craig, third place of SuperHog with 1196. Disa Auckland. Oh, Disa. Disa Auckland is 1,831 points.
Damn.
At second place. And in first place, we have our man who has over 10,000 comic books.
Yeah.
Joe from Michigan, still standing at 13,111 points.
Jesus.
God, man.
We will have first, second, and third place prizes at the end of the year, so don't keep working on that stuff, despite the fact that you don't own 10,000 comic books.
Keep sending us
There's-
those numbers.
There's still a chance.
Now, the important number for the show, the
Yes.
NUDE Clan ranking. How many games you've beaten so far this year? Joe from Michigan. Oddly enough,
At the bottom.
ironically, in last place for the NUDE Clan hog points with 2 games beaten so far this year. Strike Knight follows, 5 games beaten. Disa Auckland with 7 games beaten so far this year. Danny, 8 games beaten. Cameron Wilson, our dearly departed fourth host, at 9 games beaten.
Departed.
Not dead, by the way.
Not
Oh,
dead.
I was going to say he was.
Definitely not here. I have 13 games beaten. The Scott Spot, 18 games. Schweiss in fourth place. Caleb Schweiss with 21 games beaten. And tied for second place. So second and third place. Skull Hottie and Caleb Craig both at 24 games. Caleb, your ranking's getting kind of shaky, buddy.
Yeah, you're losing
People
your touch.
be people catching up
Where's
to
all
ya.
your indie games now, huh?
And one person
Don't play them all the
passing
time.
you by quite a bit. Our own super sexy swinging fan fiction host, Jake, with 33 games beaten.
It's all right. Jake knows that his stuff doesn't count.
I want that son of a bitch dead. I want you to get this fuck where he breathes. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his ashes.
All right. So thank you very much for those who sent in their points. Remember, guys, there's always next month and the month after that, and then our final count up at the end of the year.
Yes, Joe, yes.
So please get on that. It's not that once you counted up all your stuff, it's kind of easy to keep track of like the next thing.
Yeah,
you got
it's
2
not
months
bad.
left.
Yeah. So, all right. Do we have a question this week, Twice?
We do indeed. So this one is actually from the contact forum from a friend called
Contact
Jason.
page.
Contact page, sorry.
So.
And it's about movies based on video games. He says, "Hey guys, seeing as how you're making your way through movies based on video games, I think that you should do a show detailing the German director producer Uwe Boll. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that guy's name.
Uvable.
This guy has done more than enough to destroy the reputation of video game movies, and I'm sure you would be very aware of him. In the past, he has used a tax shelter fund to buy up video game IPs and pump out movies that have little to no resemblance to the game's story content. This includes the films Far Cry, Alone in the Dark, House of the Dead, and Blood Rain. Leading up to you watching these down the track, it would be great if you could give your audience a little perspective on how bad things actually got with video game adaptations. Thanks, Key Olive at home."
We'll definitely talk about Uvable at some point. I've never actually watched any of his movies because his, I guess like his, fuck, there's a turn of phrase that I've just totally just spaced out on. We know how bad he is without getting to him yet. Like, I've never seen any of his movies. I know Blood Rain and Alone of the Dark are 2 of them. And they're just supposed to be some of the worst movies ever made. This guy, apparently, when a movie critic got really, just tore him down, he challenged him to a boxing match. And the critic accepted the challenge, and they boxed.
Who won?
I think Uwe Boll did. He's a boxer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's like a duel at dawn.
This guy is apparently really crazy, really hard to work with. Guinevere Turner, tell me I'm not mixing up that name. The one who wrote Blood Rain. She also wrote what is that movie? American Psycho.
Oh, okay.
And she came to talk at UVU like 2 weeks ago. So this is a pretty recent memory of her telling us about how crazy this filmmaker is. And she said, she had never played any of the games before, but because of American Psycho, she was called up by Uwe Boll, and he like kept on begging her to do the script. And finally, she like gave in. She had no interest in doing it. She said she played the game for like 10 minutes, and then she had a girlfriend whose brother apparently was really familiar with Blood Rain. And so she picked his brain, and then she said she made kind of a mediocre script.
Yeah.
And then sent it off as like a first draft. And what happens in Hollywood is usually like they have the first draft, and then you'll get notes, and then there'll be usually I think you have like a mandatory 3 drafts or something like that. Like there's usually like a process there. Depends on who you are and stuff like that. But what happened was she sent off the first draft late, and she got a screaming call from this guy on her answering machine, saying like, "What are you doing? We're about to shoot. We're shooting like next week, and we don't have a script." And she's like, "What? They're shooting?" Like she had no idea that they were like already were like ready, like they were going to shoot this thing, and they didn't even have a script.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, man.
So she told her agent, never let that man call me again. He has to call you. And then apparently the script that they had, she said that when she watched the movie, she went to the premiere and she was the only one laughing in the theater at like what they had done to the script that she had written.
Oh yeah.
And it apparently she claims that only about 20% of what she wrote was actually what was in the movie.
Wow.
So it's a pretty funny story. And this guy, as far as I could tell, is pretty fucking nuts.
I think that would be a fun thing to do,
But
like a spotlight on Uwe Boll.
Well, we usually do some making of stuff when we get to the movies, and I think we got 2 of his movies at least that will eventually come up. So we'll talk about him more.
Yeah,
in
I see.
depth.
We go for it. That'd be a
This
lot of fun.
guy is supposed to be. He's like Ed Wood. He's supposed to be that bad. I haven't seen his movies though, so I guess I won't judge.
I've seen Blood Rain, but it was like a while ago, so I don't really remember it. So this is going to be an interesting watch.
Yeah. Our next movie, of course, next week, in fact, Street Fighter.
Yeah. Submit your reviews, guys. We got 1 this week, and we're looking forward to many more to actually give a little contest with this thing. There's only like 3 reviews in this
iTunes review?
section. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Submit them.
And if you have any thoughts on Street Fighter, also tell us those.
Yes, please do. We would love to hear what you guys think of this, I'm sure to be masterpiece that we will view.
Oh, yes.
This, probably today, actually.
It's probably a masterclass in filmmaking. Yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Well, gee, let's talk about midnight releases.
Yeah.
All right, so what is the last midnight release that you guys went to? This could be for a movie, a book, a video game, any of those kind of things.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. That would be the last one. It's been a couple years. We almost went to the Type 0 one.
We did,
Fantasy
yeah.
Type 0.
We had all intents ongoing.
Yeah, and then there was one car out in front of the GameStop.
Yeah.
We're like,
It was the saddest fucking thing
no.
ever. And then, we decided not to.
Wow.
Craig?
Probably the last one that I went to was our 2 a.m. viewing of Force Awakens.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That is also the most recent one I have been to. So super exciting here.
Hey, that was a good... God damn, that was a good time, right?
Yeah, it was. We were over. We had decided that since the new Star Wars movie was coming out, we're going to marathon the entire series. Not really. Well, not marathon. We're going to watch them all. And we sat down, and initially we were going to watch just episode 5, and then we're like, well, you know what? We got time for episode 6. And then episode 6 finishes. It's pretty late, and we're all just kind of tossed around the idea of, maybe there's a showing that's available. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see how late they go. And I go upstairs, jump on Joe's computer, and we have it's like a 2:30 in the morning showing of Star Wars Episode 7. And I buy 6 tickets. We all go see it. Every one of us, I think, tried to get an hour of sleep beforehand because it was going to be bad, and it was bad the next day at work. Believe me. But so we went to the Thursday night showing of that, and it was a blast. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
I am super glad we did that. I was not really planning on seeing it until that weekend when I had a free ticket from a friend.
I was gonna wait till things kind of calm down and then go see it in the theater, but fuck it, whatever, man.
Yeah,
2:30 a.m.
And I gotta
guys.
tell you, there's no better audience than a midnight release audience. They are fucking ready to party.
Yeah, they're stoked.
So they'll laugh 5 times harder at a joke in a movie, or if there's a reference to, if it's a sequel, there's a reference to some other previous thing.
Yeah, which the episode 7 is a giant reference, so they loved it.
That's a good point. But yeah, I had a similar. I mean, I think it was bigger for Star Wars, but certainly with the last Harry Potter movie, there was a large crowd of very excited people dressed up like Lord Voldemort and shit like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the companion I had with me was a total bitch. Other than that, it would have been a blast.
Well, I went with my sister, so.
Oh, so you're saying same thing or what?
I saw the one before that with a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Was that a disaster?
No, it was fine.
God, okay, fine. Maybe it's just my...
It was fine. I mean, it was kind of cold outside because I think it was November or something.
Yeah.
And we were the lines at that movie theater were all outside for some reason, besides the fact that they have the biggest inside of any of the movie theaters around here. They're like, nope, for the 12 Harry Potter showings, make sure all the 12 lines are outside.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of sat there and waited our time for Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Jesus, that's how the voting primary was down here.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, thankfully I'm voting independent because the Republican line is fucking ridiculous. It's around the building 6 times. There's people out there freezing their asses off. No wonder no one came out. It was a 10% turnout for the whole state. I was like, Jesus. Then maybe this is why. They're like, well, we can fit 100,000 people in Dixon, right? It's, it's a couple hundred square feet. Ridiculous, dude. So yeah,
And then Trump won the nomination regardless, right?
yeah,
God damn it.
yeah.
At least our state, well, they went for Ted Cruz.
Yeah. A little better, I guess.
But
But no, so yeah, similar thing. Outdoor theaters. That's a weird one. I mean, we had to do that when we went to see Hateful Eight as well. It was another one of those theaters where we're all outside, and I was like,
that was an early release. Wasn't a midnight release.
that was early, yeah.
But that was sweet because we went down to Vegas. And then of course they were showing the movie in 70 millimeter. Thank goodness our projection was still working.
Yeah.
Unlike some other ones that we've heard about. And we got this pamphlet thing that went with it, which I still have. And
Did you come to that, Craig?
No, I wasn't there for that.
yeah, there was an intermission. There was a prelude with the prelude music.
Nice.
It was awesome.
It was old
It was
school.
just awesome. I wish they would just do that for movies, but people are too impatient, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, normal audience members. Not me
Dicks.
though. I'm ready for that shit.
Yeah.
As far as games to go, FF13 was the last one that I visited during the Elder Scrolls one, and I visited Skyrim. I went with someone else, or at least stopped by the GameStop to visit with some friends, and then also the Zelda one on the
Which Zelda?
the last one on the Wii. Skyward Sword.
Okay.
That's the one.
All right.
I did visit there. I didn't get either of those games.
So what if you weren't going to buy? What was the purpose of you visiting? What was?
I had friends there, and I just said hi.
Oh, okay.
And GameStop's open later, so you might well just go in and see what you can get. And, you know, it's kind of fun, at least at the Springville GameStop. It's not just like a midnight release. If it's a big one, they'll do drawings and they'll do contests. And it's basically like a gigantic mingle of whatever thing that you're there for. And so it's fun. It's fun. That's what midnight release. It's like a party to enjoy the media after the party.
Yeah, that's essentially the purpose of it. And Joe, being the most social creature out of all of us, I could see you enjoying that a little more. Not that I don't enjoy it. I love it. I love the environment and the people, and I think it's great to laugh at the ones that are, you know, super dressed up. Or like at the FF13 one, there was a guy who looked exactly like Leon from Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, from Resident Evil 4. Had the jacket and like the hair. And I was like,
well, and then there's always the dude at every midnight release who's dressed like Master Chief. So, yeah. Do you not remember that?
No.
Yeah, there was a Master Chief there. I remember that. It was really weird.
It's kind of out of place.
Because, there was like no Halo game coming out. There's like, I don't even think it was a shooter. I think it was just like Final Fantasy 13 and was it like God of War 3 or something? Well,
no, God of War 3 was a week after.
It was a week after? Oh, yeah, and you pre-ordered that.
There was another game out, though. And I remember them doing a small
there was 2 lines because
almost everyone was there for 13.
Yeah, it was super weird because like that guy does not belong here.
That was a weird one because that was what 2009 when 13 came out. I didn't really, I think I knew Joe, but I didn't really know Joe that much. Joe was just like this background dude. Background noise.
Spotlight.
Background noise, yeah. And that was kind of fun. He came along with Caleb Craig. I think I showed up. I think I just brought myself. I might have brought Cody with me or something. But that one was cool.
I remember.
And let's see, another one I went to was the Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, yeah, you went to
midnight
that one.
release. And I had played a bunch of Black Ops. Or not Black Ops, World at War. And I wanted to get this new one. I kind of wanted to play around with it. And so I decided, okay, I'll pre-order it. And I went in that day and I pre-ordered, and they're like, hey, the midnight release tonight, we're going to have a tournament, we're going to have giveaways, we're going to have all this stuff. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll participate in that. And I won the damn thing. Like I outright just won against everybody. And it was like a 1v1 match. First to 5 kills maybe on the map Rust, which is beloved to me.
Nice.
And it's pretty similar to a map in Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare. So I kind of knew the map because I played that game with Caleb Craig for like an hour one day. So I came into this and I'm like, I'm going to get my ass kicked because I only know the Treyarch version of Call of Duty and I'm going to lose. But I ended up taking it and I got this like sweet pack of prizes with like Dissidia cases. There's like alternate cases, a black one and a white one that I could put on the PSP game piece. It's
kind of a weird reward for a FPS
tournament. It was just it was like a care package thing. It had extra downloads for games, a bunch of stuff in it. It was a lot of fun. And I felt famous because I won. Everyone was like, I swear to God, dude, they were asking me like autographing their posters because everyone who came there to get the midnight release thing, they got like a Modern Warfare 2 poster. And I was like signing it, and then it was crazy. And the funniest part about everything is all of those guys that I beat.
So you were a rock star for a moment.
I was, yeah. All of those guys that I beat are way better at Call of Duty than me now. I fucking suck compared to those people. They are just ridiculously good, and it's sad. I have fallen. I was a god, and they brought me down. But that one was a blast. That was a lot of fun. It was a great environment. Everyone was super excited, and playing the game, even though it's like a demo version of the game, playing against each other, having a sense of competition, a prize. I think that made that event 10 times what it would have been normally. And I think that one was way more fun than the 13 one, even. And I enjoyed the 13 event, but this one, like, there was a sense of camaraderie brought on by fighting each other in the arena.
I'm trying to remember if it was the 13 one or not, but Dylan was with me.
I think Dylan did come to that one.
Dylan won a fucking cake.
Yeah, that was the Final Fantasy 13 one.
Okay, so a new restaurant had opened in town at Springville, which is the town just south of Provo, which is where we're all from, except for Caleb.
Caleb was twice there for a while.
Caleb lived there for a while.
Yeah.
You from Springville? Do you consider yourself from Springville?
I was born in Provo, baby.
There you go. So
Weak.
we're all down there. A new restaurant had just opened up called Maggleby's.
That's
it,
I think
right?
I think that's what
Okay,
it was.
I couldn't remember the word until I was just about to say the name. It was an odd moment just there. And they had a bunch of coupons for Maggleby's at the FF13 event, and then they just had this cake. And Dylan won the fucking cake.
Yeah, he wasn't even. He just like showed
Just a
up
chocolate
and then
cake.
fucking put his name in the thing, and then he got the cake.
What an
That
asshole.
just takes the cake.
Joe was so pissed and like wanted the cake so bad.
Any of the cake?
Well, it's because he didn't get the game. He just came and had the drawing number, and he got the cake.
What was funny
And
is...
we all ate some of the cake.
Oh, okay, so you did get some cake.
It was very good cake. I remember it was this gorgeous chocolate cake from Maggleby's that some 17-year-old slaved in the kitchen on
To make.
the day before, and it was good. It was good, and that was probably the best prize ever.
You know what also, what's also funny about the COD one that I went to? I hadn't pre-ordered the game until I won the competition. I was going with intent to pre-order, and I was like, if they have any copies, I'll grab it. And I played the tournament, and I won, and I was like, oh, I should probably buy the game now, huh? All right, we'll get it. I was thinking of just being like, they're like, hey, you gonna be on tonight? And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna play World at War, and then get everybody to just walk out. It's like, yeah, fuck this. We're gonna play World at War with this guy. Not buying this new
And then
shit.
they put you on their shoulders.
Yeah, and then we just go
say
out.
he's a jolly good fellow. And
Yeah, and then GameStop hates me forever. So I went to that one. I went to the FF12 midnight release as well. That one was very uneventful. I went in, there was a line, I got my game, I fucking went home. I played it for 20 minutes, and then I passed out.
okay. So there is something, I believe that Halo 2, it was at least the first midnight release I had ever heard of for a game, was Halo 2.
Okay.
And I remember there was a magazine article talking about how, wow, they're doing a midnight release for a game.
Yeah.
At certain places, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I think it probably started, maybe not the first time, but at least started getting big, the midnight releases, with Halo 2. So maybe they just didn't know how to put on a midnight release.
Yeah, because Halo
by
2 was
2006.
05, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
FF12 was 06. It was Halloween, around Halloween 06.
So I'm saying maybe midnight releases were a new thing, and maybe GameStop employees are like, fuck. For this game, I have to stay up for this bullshit.
Should probably volunteer for that for extra pay.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, probably.
Still, though, it's
Some
not
overtime, maybe.
much. They're still fucking minimum wage.
Are they?
I think so. They're close.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, fuck that.
There goes my dream.
Yeah, Caleb had that dream too, but they wouldn't
did.
take him.
I did.
I don't know why.
Okay, they'd probably take you now.
Probably. They'd
be
be
like,
begging for
motherfucker,
it.
I have an associate's degree, and you better let me take minimum wage at this job. I'm
Yeah.
above this, but I'm willing to stoop. I'm willing to stoop for this GameStop position.
Yeah, associate's
I have a
degree
game
is at least
podcast.
$10 an hour. It's a sad truth, actually.
Assistant manager, please.
Yeah,
Above the guy who didn't graduate high school, that'd be great.
yeah.
It's like, well, he got the job because he spent every waking moment of his time here, hung out with me, became friends with me, and then I gave him the job.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how it sometimes goes.
nepotism in there.
Yeah.
Probably.
Not
But
that it shouldn't. I guess you would want a guy who's been around the store a lot that you're familiar with.
yeah,
I think they do tend to give it to those people. They tend to give those gaming retail jobs to those people.
I could see that.
Yeah.
You being in there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get it then because I'm like Amazon. Yes, Amazon. Amazon would hire me, right?
Maybe.
There is no Amazon place.
There's nothing. There's no job.
There's not in Salt Lake.
Yeah, there's no
That's too
distribution
bad.
thing. Fine. Fuck you, then. Amazon.
What was your first midnight release for anything?
For anything?
Yeah.
I think it might have been the 13 one, because I remember after doing the 13 one that I wanted to do a bunch of other ones, because it was pretty fun, just hanging out with a bunch of like people who like the same shit. But we never really got around to it.
Yeah, and since if we don't do it, you didn't do it.
Yeah,
You didn't do it.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go. What about you?
FF12 was my first midnight release
Of anything?
of anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
never saw a movie before then, ever in my life. It's like my first movie was the day after FF12, so
I guess I'm the only Harry Potter fan in here then.
that came out. Deathly
Harry
Hallows
Potter
Part
and
2.
the Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
The book.
Oh, the book. Yeah, I'm not. I would wait.
I've never done a midnight release for a book.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
dude, the next Song of Ice and Fire book, I'm fucking there, and I'm
I
amazed
bet.
that you weren't there for your precious Wheel of Time.
I went to a signing.
Yeah, we went to a signing a few weeks after it was released, or maybe a couple months after it was released. Like Brandon Sanderson, we talked to him. We asked him about the status of like the movie, and then he said he couldn't tell us anything.
Yeah.
We hung out for quite a while because like the signing kind of ended, but we all just stood around and talked to Brandon Sanderson for a little while.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he is. I've only ever read 2/3 of one of his books, but yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
I've only read one of them, so.
I'm more interested in what he has to say than actually reading his books. Is that a little weird?
I don't know.
Well, he's
it's like-
good. It's one of those. It's just like this filmmaker. We know he's bad. You know Brandon Sanderson is good because people you trust to some extent with Craig says, they say he's good.
I mostly went to get Towers of Midnight, right? That was the second to last Wheel of Time book.
But you hadn't even gotten up to that
No,
point.
but I would get it signed by him, which
Yeah,
I
dude,
still have.
I bought a second copy so I could have it signed.
Yeah, you had to buy the copy, and then he would sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, once I get to the 13th book, at least I'll be able to look at it and appreciate it.
True.
Because I'll probably listen to it on audiobook and just look at
I
the
have that
signature.
book signed.
Yeah, I got that book signed.
I got
Don't
the
touch
audio one signed. He came on. No. You don't get it signed. You get him to introduce it. Like, hey, this is
I guess that
Brandon
would be
Sanderson.
the virtual version.
Yeah, the
signing
virtual
it.
signing. It's like, hey, this is Brandon Sanderson, and I'm introducing this book for Joseph de Gaulier. Enjoy your listen.
Caleb, what you're doing with your sleeves right now. It's ridiculous. Caleb has a long sleeve sweatshirt on, and
He's doing that
He's
thing
doing
that
that
kids
thing.
do where you like pretend that you lost your hand.
like that really shy, like 16-year-old girls do when they
Emo
have long
girls.
sleeves.
My hand
They'll,
is cold.
They'll cup their hands within their sleeve and then like put it up to their chin.
My hands are cold.
And it makes it look like you're wearing a onesie with the little mitten gloves on it.
I have a onesie. I could wear it.
Oh my god, you have a onesie?
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Does
my
it
brother has a
fit?
onesie too.
It does.
Why the fuck do you have a onesie?
Give me a minute here.
No, dude.
Dude, does it have the butt flap?
No.
Oh, my brother's does.
I am God.
That is something.
I was like grateful as a kid that I never wore a onesie, at least in my memory of, having pajamas or whatever. Like, because I remember my friend Timo wore a onesie to bed and we had to sleep over.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we were like 4 or 5 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Kids.
It's early. Okay.
Yeah. And
I was like,
to me, like the idea of a onesie, the Christmas Story movie?
Yeah.
Where you had the bunny suit?
Yeah.
That's what a onesie looks like to me. I mean, even without the bunny suit, I think a onesie looks... I think it's the worst looking piece of clothing that anybody could wear ever. Ever. Oh my god!
Oh, it's Batman, and it's even got a cape. That is something.
What the fuck? How did you get into that thing so fast?
I know how to take my clothes off.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dude, this thing is... All right, so it's a man-sized onesie. A short man, admittedly, but we were walking through Target one day, and I heard there were just onesies that were large, and I was like, that's huge. And I picked one up, and I was like, I could fit this. Now, the problem is it's a little tight. Like, it's for a man with a shorter torso, which is weird because my torso is not very large. So it kind of has the tendency to brush the junk to the side. And a few times that I've worn it, I've looked at it and I'm like, I can tell.
If there's ever another Batman movie,
Yeah.
I think, and at the midnight release, you should wear that.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Just to tie it into our conversation, you got a Batman onesie, which looks disgusting. And then I think it'd be perfect for a midnight release.
Disgusting. What?
Me and Caleb were talking about how I believe that the onesie may be the ugliest piece of clothing that anyone could ever wear.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, besides maybe those pants that they wore in Victorian era with the flap.
Oh. What about the onesie that one girl wears in Wild Wild West with the ass flap?
That doesn't make her look any better.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed the ass.
Is that Penelope Cruz?
I have no idea.
Or is it the other lady who I get mixed up with Penelope Cruz all the time?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Penelope Cruz is?
No, I don't know who that one lady who you always get
She's
mixed
in
up with is.
she's in that Quentin Tarantino movie. Oh, from
Which
Dusk
one?
Till Dawn.
Okay.
She's the stripper, and then she turns into a zombie or vampire. Yeah, I can't
Shit.
All right, we got to get the onesie on the Twitter.
Oh my god, we're taking a picture of the onesie?
Yeah.
Okay. Say cheese.
Why is it fucking blurry? Okay.
And Caleb is learning how to use a camera phone while taking a picture of Caleb.
Yeah. Ish.
All right, it's done.
Wow.
That is so if you're wondering what the Caleb Schweiss onesie looks like that he's going to wear to the next Batman premiere, you'll have a taste on the Twitter.
Damn, it's too bad I didn't wear it to the premiere for Batman v Superman. And then Caleb could have gotten a giant Superman one.
Her name,
Giant Superman one.
Yeah.
the lady I get mixed up with Penelope Cruz all the time, is Selma Hayek.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Selma Hayek versus Penelope Cruz.
One name is easier to say.
Which one is hotter? Yeah, that might be it. It's just the name. But they both have like thick, like, I guess one is actually a Portuguese accent, but the accent sounds similar.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And they're both beautiful brunette women. So, yeah. Okay. Wow. What midnight releases are we looking forward to? Probably the next Star Wars, right?
Yeah, the next Star Wars.
Yeah, the
I'll
next
be
2
there.
a.m. release.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Final Fantasy 15 Most Def.
Yeah, we'll go and at the very least kind of gather the feeling, the aura of the midnight release for that game.
In 20 years, when the next Diablo is released, I am there, motherfucker.
Yeah.
20 years?
Yeah.
Didn't we decide it was slightly less than that?
Maybe. We should look like we should put them all on a graph and see where the line goes.
And see, like, approximately where the next one's going to be.
Yeah. It'll probably be 20 years, though. Let's be honest.
Well, it is Blizzard, so.
Yeah, I'll be there for any sort of midnight release that they would have for the next Game of Thrones book, for sure. Star Wars, I think, is one that we'll probably do, even though I'm not looking forward to the spin-off ones nearly as much as a main series. I'll still probably go, and it might end up being the same as the other times where we're like, kind of wish-washy until like midnight rolls around, and then it's like, okay, we should probably do this. And I don't know. I don't know of any other movies that I'm like, must see midnight, must go, find some bullshit, not sold out theater. Because a lot of movies you can just go see on Thursday. Like, it's not a big deal to go into a movie that's not the biggest thing in the world.
I am thinking right now, there aren't any like big budget movies, because those are the only ones that really do get midnight releases. Maybe the next Godzilla movie I might go see just with Drew for fun.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm dying to go see that movie as soon as it's released.
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't feeling that way with Star Wars, and yet I went and it was a lot of fun. I was feeling that way with Harry Potter, I'll be honest. I was probably more ready to go see a midnight release of Harry Potter than I was the Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I'd want to see that new Godzilla in IMAX.
Oh, yeah,
If
that's what it's
IMAXs
about.
get the midnight releases.
Going to see that shit in the IMAX.
Yeah. Dude,
Is it
going to
be in IMAX?
The last one was.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Well, the
It was-
last one was
it was amazing.
a lot less. Well, it was domestic, so it was a lot easier to get into more theaters. I think.
Oh, I'm not talking about Resurgence. I'm talking about the next, like, Godzilla 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Whatever
the
they
next one that
decided.
will be in IMAX.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go see that in IMAX, definitely.
I'm not sure if it'll be midnight release, but
Well, either way, it'll be like day 1 or 2, and that's kind of the feel of the midnight release. Is like the just early on.
The earliest possible.
Yeah, the early crowd for a movie. And that it's kind of nice because something like Star Wars is so big that a lot of people are going to be talking about it, and seeing it as early as possible helps avoid spoilers and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I'll probably go see Rogue One, but I'm probably not going to see it on midnight release.
No.
I'm not. I fucking Disney. God damn it. All right, just do the linear line and then do spin-offs. Like, what is this? I guess we need our yearly paycheck.
Well, we need that.
What if
and
they
then-
keep
Some
making
new aliens,
trilogies, though?
new aliens to make new toys.
If they keep making trilogies, then they're just never going to do spin-offs, so they might as well do spin-offs at the same time.
It gives more time for the development of the numbered movies, so it's not too big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like you lose some hype if you put out movies so much. But then again, they're doing it for Marvel movies, and most of them are big successes.
Yeah, I mean, some of the biggest movies this year have been Marvel movies. I
Yeah.
think the top 3...
Civil War and
Yeah, Civil War's up there, Batman v Superman's up there, and
Suicide Squad.
I can't remember which one was number 1 for the year, but they're fucking superhero movies are always up there. And yeah, I feel you though. You do lose some sort of hype, and every Star Wars trilogy starts off epic tier, and then it gets lower, and then it gets lower as far as the earnings go. Every single one of them.
I was like, what the fuck?
Not
Yeah,
quality.
dude, Empire was so much better.
Damn it. I was like, I can't see it with either trilogy, that pattern at all. Anyway.
No, yeah, it's
Like, fucking Phantom Menace is the absolute worst.
it is, yeah, easily.
Caleb, we watched them all in a row, and we watched them to see, like, okay, is Phantom Menace worse than the others? Because when I was a kid, I hated Attack of the Clones more than Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
I see now that was the wrong opinion.
I think Dwayne agrees with you, Craig. I think he likes Phantom Menace more than Attack of the Clones.
Phantom Menace has...
I only like it slightly more, and that is entirely because of Darth Maul. Entirely.
All right. I can't argue with that.
Attack of the Clones just like
Darth
has
Maul
a
is
weak
cool.
bad guy, I feel.
But Darth Maul's fucking fight gets, like, all these other...
Yeah, stuff intercut.
Garbage.
Yeah, it's not-
intercut.
Shit that I still don't care to follow in my old age. Like as a kid, I was like,
Are you old all of a
well,
sudden?
when I was a child, I didn't really follow the political stuff in the movie, and now I understand it. I just don't care.
There
at
are things that I
all.
like about both the second and the third one. And there is one thing I like in that first one.
yeah.
1.5. I like
1.5.
I like the pod race, but it's too long.
The pod race
It
is
is too
awesome.
long.
I do like the big battle too that they have against the on that massive field with the Gungans.
The Gungans and the droids.
Yeah, that was a good fight. It was ruined by the Sith Lord Jar Jar Binks, but
Sith Lord Jar Jar Binks.
yeah, but you know, there's I don't know. They're all of those movies are gross to me. They're gross. Like watching them, I'm like, oh Jesus. Even episode 3 is like,
Cringe.
ugh. It just doesn't feel right to me. I can't. You have done that yourself.
You have done that yourself. He's the best thing. Ewan McGregor is the best thing about that trilogy.
He is, but it's
Yeah.
even in 3. There's some horrible line delivery.
Okay. That's because they're horrible lines. I'm not going to blame the actors for that.
Yeah, all right. Ewan McGregor is epic, so
I
I would see the new Star Wars still. possibly on midnight release if I had enough people.
The Rogue One.
Yeah, I would make an event of it if I had 3 or 4 other.
The trailer
friends.
is pretty sick for it. Like, I like the trailer a lot for Rogue One. So, who knows?
Maybe.
And then again, the trailer for this episode 7 were also like, they were godly. Like, fuck.
They went all out with those
Who
trailers.
made those trailers? Because those were like, besides maybe the Prometheus trailer, I don't think I've seen better trailers. Like, trailers that are better at getting you excited to see something without giving any of the plot away.
Dude, remember the Detective D trailer? The Detective D trailer?
All right. The Detective D trailer was like a really good trailer, but then they had the deer jump up and it became a great trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was amazing. It was
The
that moment made it the best.
Yeah, if you guys got to see this thing. It's called Detective D, and that's DEE, right?
Yeah.
Detective D. Look up the fucking trailer for that movie because you're going to be like, oh, it's just a fun kung fu film. And then there's a thing with a deer and a certain like goat squeal at the same time.
It's amazing.
And me and Caleb had to like watch it over and over again.
We eventually had to watch the movie because of the trailer. And I enjoy the movie immensely.
Yeah, the movie's fun. Fun. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. I stopped fanboying out, I guess.
Yeah.
With the exception of Star Wars, I'll of course go see that.
And Final Fantasy.
Which I feel like I've got it on Amazon, so I don't need to go to the midnight release.
Yeah.
But I would like to be there for the show.
Yeah.
It's almost like a different reason for going.
Yeah, it is. We're trying to spread the love of UFF to the Utah community.
There you go.
And I don't know, it's people who are peers, I guess, for Final Fantasy will be there, so it's important.
So, guys, what are some good memories of midnight releases for you? And what midnight releases, what movies or books or video games especially, what midnight releases are you looking forward most to in the future? Do we want to get fat?
I do.
Let's get fat. Caleb Craig.
What?
What's up?
You are the fattest of us all, so started us off.
I don't know. I haven't really been doing much this week. I have a lot more work. I've been getting called in on all my days off.
25 hours a week.
Actually, I have been full-time for the past 3 months.
Hold on. Full-time 30 or full-time 40?
40. And then I've been getting called in on my days off. So, fuck you. So there.
First time in your life?
No, not first time.
Yeah, I had
Maybe the second.
Well, he was working with where I work for a while.
Yeah. And then I had another job that was like that was full-time.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He hated it,
Yeah,
but he had a shitload of money all the time. So
it's true. It was nice.
Give and take.
Any movies?
I have watched a few more movies. I've just been rewatching a lot too. I rewatched a few of the DC animated ones for the comics. I enjoy those a lot.
Do you just watch those once a week?
No, I just like to watch them on occasion.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Fair.
Shvies.
All right, so I am doing pretty well. Yeah. Lost a bunch of weight so far. It's like 46 pounds total. I'm kind of stagnating. And I think it's just getting tougher now that I'm getting down to acceptable ranges. And let's see what else we got. School's going pretty well. I'm kind of behind on a couple things right now. I need to interview some business leader about ethics, and I can't fucking find someone else to do it for me. So I only have 1 of 2 done, and I have to have a 5-page paper by Monday, rough draft. I'm fucked. I don't even have a second person to talk to, so it's getting kind of stressful.
A business leader.
Yeah, that's what they say.
What does that even mean?
Who qualifies as a business leader?
Like an HR person or a...
Talk to the dude at Tommy's.
You guys made me technically HR for this, so
how are you
mean
HR
you could
for
talk
this?
To me.
That's what we called him in our role.
Oh, is that really what we call
Yeah.
him? Oh, Jesus. All right. So, yeah, I got to do that. So I'm a little behind in that, but everything else is going pretty well. I'm going to actually do a fucking... informative presentation on podcasting. So I'll upload that to the website because it's going to be filmed if it's not complete garbage. If it's bad, then I'm not going to upload
Then
it.
you'll hide it from the world.
I'll destroy it if it's bad, yeah. But
Kill all people who've
I
seen
got
it.
my garbage up on the blog. I got my garbage. I got some bad shit up there.
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
but-
but that stuff involves us too.
yeah, we're part of it on some. Thankfully, the early ones, I'm not there, but as it gets more and more
Thankfully,
recent,
it's
yeah.
classic.
Classic. It's one word for it.
Once you go fat, you never go back is a classic short film.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
That and Bames John.
Oh my
And
God, James
Houseman.
John.
That's like my trilogy of amazing, terrible, yet hilarious to those who are in it short films.
Yeah.
I think it's Once You Go Fat, You Never Go Back, Houseman, and Bames John, the Scarlet Gamble.
I cringe still.
Dude, it's so fucking funny. Have you seen it recently?
I have seen it recently, and I did laugh, but I was just like the entire time I was like,
That's how it goes, man.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, I've been busy with that, and then I've also been busy doing the crowdfunding campaign for Joe and I and 3 other people's project on a short film, and there's been a lot of work I put into making the site, looking at tons and tons of other projects to kind of see what their goals are as far as like producer credits go. Some of them are way high, some of them were like not so high or non-existent. So I kind of wanted to get a nice average just to make it consistent with other projects. So that's been taking up a good amount of time, and at work we've been missing people, so like I actually have to work lately. Like I've been doing a lot, and I don't have time to do all the fun stuff anymore.
So you only get 4 hours of Facebook instead of 8?
Well, actually, I'm on Facebook all day, but it makes it easier to do my job when I'm logged in. But not fun Facebook. So that's been
your job, Facebook.
my job.
As a social media expert.
Yeah, it's easier to see stuff when I'm logged in. Like I can see more. It's weird, but it's an excuse to be on Facebook. So
I was like job shopping yesterday on KSL, and there was some like social media expert jobs out there.
yeah.
Might want to look into that, see if they pay better than what you got.
Oh, I bet you they would. I bet you they would. But I don't know. I get that tuition stuff, so yeah, it's getting kind of busy.
Did you already get the tuition stuff?
Yeah. And I have to wait a year, or I'll have to pay it back.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
Okay.
But that's going well. My finances have been not as good, but I still will pay extra on everything, and stoked to pay it off in no time.
What we did figure out what age would you, if you were going at this rate the rest of the time?
I think it was like 41.
So you'll have your house paid off at 41 years old.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. It like gives me a hard on every time I look at it and think about like paying it off. I just fucking no blood in the brain anymore. It's all down south. Super into that. Not enough though, as you can see by my gallons of Diet Coke that I drank now that I'm on this Atkins thing. I'm trying to watch more movies. It's a good way to earn hot points, and I like movies. And I watched a couple of them that came out this year. The Shallows, and I watched Me Before You last night. Watched both of those.
I really kept up on the newer movies that have been coming out.
Well,
this year.
Me Before You has Emilia Clarke and
That's the only reason to watch it. As far as
That's the only reason.
the guy who plays Tywin. They're both in there.
Oh, I like
And
that guy.
Alex pointed out that these Game of Thrones actors, they move in packs.
Oh,
It's
they
really-
do, dude. They I watched an episode of Doctor Who, and like 2 of them were on there, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
They're like safety buddies. It's weird. Like they go.
Oh yeah, The Witch.
The Witch had 2
of them.
This movie I watched last night had 2. The Adelaide movie, Alexandria says, has 2 people from it. It's got Dario, I think, and one other person. I can't remember who she said. And dude, they just move in packs. It's crazy.
I feel like maybe England has only like 40 actors.
Oh god,
and
no!
That's why you
Kingsglaive, Sean Bean, Lena Headey.
No.
It's happening. They like partner up and they go in and they get the job. Like that's just how it works. They're like, oh, you guys are from that show? Yeah, sure. What part do you want? It's craziness, and that is honestly why I'm watching them.
Because they're in it.
Yes, yeah, and because she wanted to watch a romantic movie.
That's why they're hiring
a
it for
rom-com.
people to go, oh, that's Amelia Clark. I guess I'll go watch that movie.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll take her top off again.
Yeah, she didn't show me her tits. I asked for it, but it didn't happen.
Oh, you asked?
Yeah, I was like, show me your tits.
Was it politely?
Is she a brunette in that movie?
Yes.
What do you think?
She looks really good.
Okay.
I don't know which one I like more. Brunette definitely looks more natural, but I like her as a blonde too. And I like her with no hair and with, I don't know, she's really good looking. She has crazy eyebrows though, and like a massive mouth. I noticed yesterday. It's like, I think I could probably put my fist in her mouth.
I think she is also a very small person. She probably has a really small head, and it's only by proportion.
Okay, she is pretty small. That's
Yeah.
true. It was weird seeing her like face to face with Tywin Lannister. It was odd. Like,
a weird moment
and
for
he
you?
wasn't evil. He wasn't like cold hearted or anything. And I was like, I don't know about this man. He's going to do something. Someone's going to die. It's going to become like cold hearted and just take over the world. But yeah, it was all right. Shallows was cool. It was kind of Jaws-esque. It was like a mix between the Jaws fight scenes with the shark and
There's fight scenes in Jaws.
Well, they kill the
The
shark.
shark jumps out of the water.
The kung fu fight.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Like that. Oh, what is that movie?
It would not be.
What
it would be.
What is that movie where the elevator opens up and this guy fights like 40 dudes in a hallway and
It's
just like
old boy.
yeah, an old boy fight scene with the sharks and Jaws. That'd be awesome. It's just Captain whatever that guy's name is, and he's just like fending him off.
Captain Quinn.
Yeah, Captain Quinn versus the army of Jaws. No, it was kind of like a mix between that and what the fuck is Tarantino's first movie? Reservoir Dogs. It all took place in like a very small area for the most part, and it was cool. It scared me in a few spots, like some crazy jump scares in like good spots. So it was a good little thriller, and definitely better than the other one I watched. Yeah.
Maybe for you or
For me, not for the other person that I watched with. She liked the romantic whatever movie more. It was kind of a romantic comedy. The dude was pretty funny, but
yeah, it's
had
advertised as a romantic comedy.
it had Neville in it too, which I thought was weird. The Neville dude.
Neville Longface.
Yeah. Yeah.
the drastic change?
Yeah, he's like a fitness guy in this one, and I was making jokes about how like, yeah, I can't be the fat guy from Harry Potter anymore.
Does his mouth kind of still just stay open like a freak?
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like a tard half the time.
Oh my god!
What? He just looks confused, like, what?
People always call me the asshole. Do they listen to what Schweiss says?
No, what happens is I say it, and then they do this. They laugh. The joy.
Oh man! No, there was a PlayStation conversation that said you were the old man and he was the dick.
Yeah.
So they acknowledge that he is a dick.
They finally acknowledge that he's the dick.
It's
Yeah,
just
but that
more
doesn't-
apparent that you're an old man. Apparently,
Yeah.
I'm younger than Schweiss.
I don't know, man. You just got the old
Your
man
hearing
motif.
It's the hearing. It's like the hearing ages you.
What?
I'm going to find that. I'm going to find a study that links how people perceive you with your ability to hear. Now, it's not that Joe can't hear. It's that Joe has the hearing of like a, what was it, like 40-year-old man you said the other
Yeah,
day?
it's 40-year-old.
Yeah. So maybe somehow you can just tell
Like
by
a
looking at
jaded
somebody.
40-year-old, like my personality has just become that.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
It
it
has
just
to do with how well your hearing is.
yeah. You adapt your life around your ability to hear. Thank God
It's
it's
gonna
not.
be weird for deaf
this,
people.
In this very
Yeah.
small context, you might have a point there.
Yeah, this limited sample size. I'm just glad it's not vision, or I'd be like 60. So I can't see shit.
Yeah, I can see beautifully.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So yeah, fun movies. Finances are going great. School's going pretty well. I'm just a little bit behind, and diet's great. So yeah, fuck, good times.
Oh boy, I watch some movies. Although, admittedly, right now I'm rewatching a lot of movies with like commentary tracks on and stuff like
nice.
that. So I got nothing. I got a couple new things, but nothing big. I watched Sully, and then I watched August Osage County, which was just a movie about crazy, super hyper, just evil women, and then like the dudes who are just quietly in the corner, unfortunately living with these people. So you can watch August Osage County through that lens, and it's okay, I guess. The performances are amazing, but it doesn't save the movie from being claustrophobic because they don't go anywhere in the movie, and then it's just kind of a hard watch because it's the relationship stuff is like so intense and kind of over the top, and I don't know. It's a play that was put to a movie, and it still feels like a play. Mm-hmm. It's not cinematic, so I'm sort of disappointed in that way. But it's worth watching for Meryl Streep alone, I guess. That's the only new movie I saw. I rewatched a whole bunch of other stuff. Rewatched like 4 David Fincher movies. Rewatched Citizen Kane. What else? Half of Barry Lyndon. I rewatched. So yeah,
It's like one of the best
Good
looking
stuff.
movies ever.
yeah, I would actually say it probably is the best looking movie ever.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, like cinematography wise, and Barry Lyndon, Jesus, wow, it's amazing.
It's a great movie, man.
Other than FF11, my time has been spent almost entirely on our short film, Emmanuel's Song, which Indiegogo campaign. If you guys could please go check that out, or check out Getting Fat. Did I already say this?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the
That's
episode.
fine.
It's okay. Another
Merciless plug.
plug for it. Okay.
Look, we'll stop plugging it when it's funded.
All right. So there's one thing. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We'll stop when it's funded. Actually, we got one of our listeners is now an executive producer on
Yeah,
that thing.
so thank you.
Thank you very much.
My God.
But yeah, it's still not funded as of, since we put it out yesterday.
Yeah, it's been, 13 hours since we
All right, Choice.
threw it up.
It's time to go to nudeclan.net
What?
right now.
Oh my God, you're right, the games. It's like, what are you looking at me for?
The fuck are you talking about?
All right, guys. So last
we got
week,
the Street Fighter review, we got Silent Hill, and now
it's all right. Joe went with Enter the Matrix. I don't know why. What was your reasoning?
because I've never beat it and I fucking love the
Okay.
Matrix.
All right. Craig.
I'll probably nominate Path of Neo at some point as
Oh
well.
my God.
Craig went with The Wheel of Time, which is a bizarre game.
Yes, it is.
And I watched him play it, and I had no idea what the fuck was happening. So that'll be fun if that wins. I went Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, because it is awesome. It is Final Fantasy X meets Lord of the Rings. So Dylan, you would love it. Cameron phoned in the Lego Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars game.
That is
bizarre.
It was totally phoned in, like both meanings of the word.
Yeah. It's true. And a bizarre choice, but it is a Lego Star Wars games are great. And we have not.
Hold on. Craig, did you ever vote?
Yes, I did.
Okay, never mind.
I think everyone voted. We haven't seen the results. The winner is... Oh my God, it's still fucking tied. It's tied between Enter the Matrix, Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, and The Wheel of Time.
This is what we're doing.
I can't believe that Lego Star Wars actually got a vote.
We didn't get enough votes, honestly. We got, what did we get? Like
That's 10.
10 votes?
We could just wait till next week.
Nope.
Could give this one a double weeker.
Or how about this? How about we...
That gives us less time to play, and I got this short film, and it's sick, and I am not
Not
doing that.
All right, guys, we could either do the random batch that Joe wants to do, or we can decide what one do you not want to play. Let's do it the way we choose a movie when we're all hanging out.
We got 3 choices here. That's okay.
Which one do you want to play the least, Joe? Out of the 3.
Out of the
Wheel
3.
of Time, The Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, and Enter the Matrix.
How long does it take for Wheel of Time?
I have no idea. No fucking idea. But it's a little FPS game, so I don't imagine that it's that long.
I think we should do a drawing. Because
Oh my god, nobody's beat it. Oh, wait, okay.
We're seeing around 14 hours for main and extra.
Okay.
Because 2 people.
A first-person shooter. Jesus.
Only 2 people have fucking played this game.
How did anyone vote for this? Are these the 2? And then one other person? No, it was the 2 people who played it, and then Craig. The 2 guys that have polled.
I actually didn't vote for the Wheel of Time.
What did you vote for?
I voted for the Third Age.
Oh my god.
Oh, so hosts voted for Third Age, huh?
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to play it.
All right.
So are we just going to do a random then? You don't want to eliminate one that you don't want to play?
I don't, because I think we'll all eliminate the other one. That's really what I think is going to happen.
Well, what would you eliminate out of the 3?
Because here, I know you guys both voted for Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, and thus I would have removed Wheel of Time, and then
I would have removed Wheel of Time too.
What?
Yeah.
oh, so
You bastard. I don't want to play Enter the Matrix at all.
I don't either,
At
Craig.
all.
Why not?
But if I'm going to play one, it's going to be the Matrix one and not the fucking Wheel of Time one.
All
Wheel
right.
of Time, dude.
There's no way to tell. I don't even know which ones these are. They're
This
just
is a
little
really
scribbles.
odd way to
I'll
do
do
this.
it.
You'll do it.
We got
Okay.
little scribbles and
Okay.
a thing.
Tear it apart. Okay. Yeah. He picked
But
a
make
picked
it
a
so you
piece of
can read
paper out of a thing. A
Out of a-
very
out of a
very
tape
small
thing?
piece of paper that has been crumpled up thoroughly.
Can you even undo it?
Who won?
Fuck!
What is it?
It's Wheel of Time.
Oh!
Come on. Okay. Today, can you burn us a copy?
You can just buy it on Amazon. It's like $3.
I'm not buying anything, Caleb. I am unemployed.
Is that $3, you fuck?
Is that a new
$69.95?
copy, Caleb?
I only buy new, Craig.
Then that is a mistake.
No, Caleb, you're gonna have to burn it.
It's illegal.
Buy used, $69.95.
Illegality.
Caleb, you're gonna have to burn the game.
But it's
I
available
don't-
to you. You just
Caleb.
don't want to do it.
It is out of print. Fuck you. I am not paying $69 for an out of print game.
Fucking get a used one.
No, that was used.
That wasn't used.
That was used. He just said that. My God.
Whoa. We have wheeloftimegame.webs.com. Download a new copy of the game here. All patches applied. New master servers accounted for. No CDs required.
Okay,
Looks like it's free on some website.
we're gonna play this horrible fucking game.
We don't know it's horrible.
I assume only 2 people have played it on how long to beat. What does it say on IGN?
Let's see.
I want to see what it...
Like its scores?
I did not think that
Check
would...
Metacritic for its score.
Okay, you just got... Yeah, I guess Metacritic.
65%.
How many reviews?
8.
6.
Go up.
Oh, 8. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh. Well, maybe
Some guy
might
gave
be
it
okay.
100.
Some guy said it was perfect. The Christian Science Monitor said it was perfect.
That's
Okay.
very odd. Very odd name.
New York Post gave it a good review.
Have you really not heard of those guys?
No?
No, they're actually pretty decent.
Since when did the New York Post
Since 19
and the New York Times do a game review?
2005.
They did the Wheel of Time. They thought it was pretty good.
Well, they
This
thought
is-
it was okay.
This is odd.
Well, 75 is an okay score.
This is odd. Are they sure? Are they talking about the games?
Yeah, this is the game.
Are they, the reviewers, talking about the game?
Yeah.
No. No, look at the individual quips. It's
Wait.
No, it's a documentary. Okay, look for the game.
Fuck you.
haha.
Okay, now we gotta find the real score.
There is no score.
Well, just look Wheel of Time, and you can look.
Is
under
this just
games.
like a game that nobody has ever seen?
Okay, and then remove the game. Fuck. Well, what does Amazon reviews say?
Okay, IGN has given The Wheel of Time a 7.3.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
that's not terrible.
that's not bad.
I guess.
Well, it looks like it's legally available for download, though, so it
For
shouldn't
free,
be.
even.
Perhaps legally, yes, or it could just be someone put up a site just to say, "Here, guys."
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find out soon enough, I guess.
Okay. All right, you're gonna have to send me the link to that site.
All right.
Okay, well,
Thanks to the 10 of you who voted, 4 of which are on the show. So, yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Cam probably didn't vote.
Well, that's true.
should have
you'd
just
need a-
called them.
You'd need a profile for that.
Anyway, I think we're done here, you guys. We'll make sure you go to our website, nudeclan.net. Join our forums, ask us questions via there or the contact page. Talk about games, do whatever the fuck you want. You can also leave us an iTunes review, and we really appreciate those. And
Oh, we actually have one. Right
Yeah, we
now.
should probably do that real quick, eh?
I was just going to pretend that we didn't have...
All right, well, we're going to do it anyway. It's titled Meh by Danzig's.
Oh, man.
2-star.
Danzig's gave Ultima Final Fantasy a 3-star review.
That's right. He says, listening to casual idiots talk about Smash and other games they obviously know nothing about is painful. Mm-hmm. Sound quality is A+.
Oh, well, there we go.
I hate talking about games I don't know anything about as well.
All right, well.
So.
Well, you know what? He may have given us a 2-star rating, but we still win because we got the review.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's in. He's in the running.
He's technically in the running for Street Fighter
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, thank you for your
and Anthrax.
Brutally.
Just
brutally honest review of our show, and we look forward to anybody else's. We are going to give away Street Fighter next week, so get those in ASAP.
Yep. Go to twitch.tv/Nude Clan Gaming and then facebook.com/Nude Clan Podcast. That's Nude spelled NEWD. And you can tweet me at JustVLA.
Me at Obsidian Bob.
Me at UFF Podcast.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Enjoy the nude.
Live always in the nude.
Fuck off.
Yeah!